Alright, hi everyone. Today we're going to look at how we're going to simulate tab-like functionality in an on-prem Nintex form. Now this is a SharePoint list. When you click on Nintex forms, you're provided with two options. Classic design or responsive design. This will actually work in both. So let's say we go into the classic design. This is what you'll see out of the box. Now it's very easy to put together some tabs onto your form. Just drag a choice control onto your form. Let's make it a little bit bigger because it's going to be tabs, and double click on it. Now what you want to do is you can put whatever pieces of text in here that you want. Let's just leave it as options 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you want to change the display format to option buttons. And before you click on save, there's a render as buttons option. Set that to yes. Now we're done with that. Maybe have option 1 as the default one. Click on save, and you'll see now you have some tab-like buttons on the form. Now what you then want to do is you want to scroll down here and you want to actually use this panel control, and you want to move that directly underneath your tab control. And what I like to do is give each one of these some sort of title, or actually go in here and give it a name. So this could be like panel option 1. And what you can do is do a copy and do a paste and do a panel that you just put underneath the other one and give that one a name, panel option 2, something like that. And then what you want to do is you want to select the panel, click on add rule, and you want to add a rule for, say, option 1 rule. We're going to leave it as formatting and want to hide it if whatever this control is not equal to option 1. So we should probably give this a name. So let's just call it my tab control. And we'll go back to our rule, go to build a condition, and you want to hide this when my tab control does not equal option 1. So what you want to do is you want to build a rule for each one of the different options that you have, so each one of the panels, and then what will happen is the different panels will actually show depending on what options you choose. So let's actually drag a single line of text onto here, and on the other one we will add something else. Let's actually do a yes no. And what we want to do is we want to add another rule for this one so we can see if this works or not. So we'll call this option 2 rule. If my tab control is not equal to option 2, we want to hide it. Alright, so let's see if this works. We'll do a preview. And you'll see option 1 selected, so we've got the single line of text box. If I select option 2, it hid that other panel, and now it only shows the second panel with a checkbox. And actually, if I select the others, it's going to hide everything because I have no rules for those. So you can see how easy it was to do that. So let's have a look at, does it look the same in responsive? So let's jump to this tab here. And what we're going to do is we're going to move some controls across. So we'll drag a choice control onto here. Same thing, double click on it. Let's add option 4, change it to option buttons, change it to render as buttons. The default value is option 1, and there we have our buttons. And then what we can do is we can drag a panel control onto here, another panel control, and you can see same sort of functionality will appear. You just build those rules for this as well. So same sort of functionality. And just to see it live in action, here's an onboarding type form. I can do the same thing here. You'll see I have my add user to AD group with a couple of controls in here. Notice I can't click in the first name and last name unless I enable it, and then I can actually type in here. And I can do the same by clicking on the different tabs to move across my onboarding process form. So very straightforward. Hope this is helpful for you guys, and you can see how easy it is to build out those tab-like forms in an on-prem Nintex Forms environment.